basically, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but it's confirmed in quotes that Mike Vrabel
Oh,
has
no,
been.
it's confirmed. He's already done his press conference and everything.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah, no,
So
I'll send you the press conference. It's outstanding. I am
then it
all
is
in.
confirmed. Mike Vrabel to your
Oh,
Patriots.
yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in for Vrabel, and watching his 40-minute press conference was just outstanding. Well, totally, probably like 30 for him. It was just outstanding. Outstanding. 2 things I've learned from watching that press conference, is Robert Kraft is old, and he could barely move, and he's stuttering over his words, so that's
This
sad.
is news to me. This is
And
shocking.
that's sad. But 2 was Mike Vrabel. He's the right guy for this organization. He's the right guy. He was getting asked some hard questions. I will send you the link. My brother sent it to me, and it's really good. It's really good. I'm very happy. He was one of the 2 guys that I wanted. Ben Johnson being young and offensive minded. That's what we need. That's what I wanted. Or Vrabel, who can bring back culture and not even Belichick's, but his own culture, which is everybody respects everybody. He talks about this, and you we want everybody to get to know each other. We want to know. He said, like, I want them to know about their families, about their friends. So, and it's a great point. What he brings up is because if you get angry with your teammate on the field, you've already kind of got a relationship with them that it's not going to sting as much to be like, hey, you need to do this. You need to focus here. Because if you don't have a relationship with that person and you call them out on the field or in the locker room about something, and you don't have that relationship, that's not going to be good for the team. But if you got to know them a little bit, you've gone out, you've spent time with them, you got to know them on a personal level, it softens the blow a little bit. I mean, you are the person I argue with the most in my entire life, but I know you. We've spent a lot of time together. We've known each other since high school. That I can let that all those arguments kind of like blow over a bit because a bit, not always. Just because I have a relationship with you, and I like his stance on everything that he said, and it just seems like a great fit for this organization and how we can move forward as an organization. And I say we because I'm embedded. Patriot Nation, let's go. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and he wants this job. He wants to come back to New England. Like I said, last year he got inducted into the New England Patriot Hall of Fame, and he was talking about how the Kraft family, everybody, really made his family feel not only welcome, but that it was so well deserved. Not just like, oh, he played well for us, but um, that it's a piece of his life is there, and it was an easy call for him. So I'm really excited. I think this is a great fit, and he knows what we need because I sent this to them the group chat after we talked about that whole interview. Was it sounds like he's going to get us like 15 wide receivers and 100 linemen, offensive linemen, because he understands where we are lacking
Yeah.
and what we need to do to be successful to help out Drake May. And it sounds like he's going to go after with that because he talked about the cap a little bit. People asked him questions and how he maneuvered it well, but it sounds like he is going to go after some big receivers, some big offensive tackles, and going through the draft. That it sounds like we're going to either get Banks or we're going to get you know Hunter if he's still available. Like he's going to go offensive heavy because the defense is pretty good still. So I'm really excited for this. Good pick, great pick. Now all the other availabilities, we got to talk about one more just opened. So Mike McCarthy is out as a Dallas coach. Um, that's great. I think he should just retire because I who's going to pick his ass up? I
The
wouldn't.
Bears. He's gonna be the Bears' next head
You
coach.
really
I'm
think he's going to
calling
go
it
to the
now.
Bears?
Yes, I'm calling it now. And that's not even my hot take. That's not even my
That
hot
would be
take.
oh my goodness. My coworker will cry. I'm actually gonna send that to him right now, and I just want a live reaction.
I would
Why do you
put
think the
money
Bears? I wanna know.
I would put money on it. I think of all the job openings, I don't think he goes to the Jets. He doesn't have that feeling of the Jets. He feels like a Midwestern guy that wants to go to a place where he can put his mark on an offense, on a rookie quarterback. He wants to go to a place where there's offensive weapons. You look at all the job availabilities. That's not the Jets. That's not what is it? That's not the Raiders. That's not all these
So,
job openings.
I mean,
It's
you
the
know how there was the
Bears.
talk about, the Bears trying to talk to him and
Yeah,
whatnot. Do you think that's really gonna happen now?
I think he gets hired within a week. I legitimately
Woo!
think he's going to be the Bears head coach by next Tuesday. I really
He goes,
think
"I keep seeing it. I really hope not, though. I'm sad."
I honestly, I think by Friday he is introduced as the Bears head coach. I think it could be as early as Friday. But do you think this was justified in him being let again, he was not fired. They just couldn't come to terms on a new contract and they mutually, quote unquote, mutually parted ways.
No,
So
he didn't wanna be there. J oh my gosh.
Jerry Jones is
Jerry
annoying.
Jerry Jones is annoying. I wouldn't wanna work for him, and, yeah, I think this was the best decision for him to leave.
Yeah, I agree. Now, Casino, my question, I think McCarthy goes to the Bears. The big question now is who is the Cowboys' next head coach? And this is where I text you I had a hot take that I actually think
Ben
could happen.
Johnson.
This is my hot take that I have not heard anyone say.
Ben
So if
Johnson.
somebody no,
I'm
my
saying it
hot
first, Ben Johnson.
no, my hot take that I have not
Rex
heard.
Ryan.
You ready for this? What if they hire John Gruden? What if John Gruden is the next Cowboys head coach? Hear me out. Hear me out. He, we look at the Mike McCarthy signing. The Mike McCarthy was signed because he was an offensive coach who had won a Super Bowl. Of all the available head coaching options out there, who has an offensive mind and has won a Super Bowl before? That's a very short list. And again, when he got rid of Jason Garrett, there was the option to hand the keys of the franchise over to why am I blanking on his name? The offensive court, Kellen Moore. There was the option to hand the keys to the franchise over for a head coach to a young, unproven offensive coordinator. That sounds an awful lot like Ben Johnson. So I don't think the way Jerry Jones thinks is let's give the head coaching status to an unproven guy who is making his head coaching debut at this position. I think his mindset is I need to get a guy in here who is a proven winner who can help Dak Prescott and this offense with CD Lamb get to the Super Bowl. He looks at the defense and says, we already have it figured out. I already got Micah Parsons. We're already a top 10 defense when everybody's healthy. He looks at it as I need to make this work with Dak Prescott. That's why he hired Mike McCarthy. Nobody saw Mike McCarthy. That was a totally out of left field hire, a guy who had been away from football for a year or two, right?
So this is just in. So my coworker talked about the Bears. Apparently, and I'm looking it up, and it holds it holds water. Apparently, they have asked the Bears have asked to interview Notre Dame's head coach Marcus Freeman.
Ooh, well that would be interesting.
There is a request from the Bears to talk to him.
Well, yeah, but also there needs to be because of the Rooney rule, you have to interview what is it like minority coaches. So again, they can't just immediately hire Mike McCarthy because that's not allowed by the league. So I'm still saying they might. I mean, if they hired the Notre Dame head coach, I think that would be a great hire. We've seen what
I
he's
would think
with
so
Notre Dame.
too. What he's done with Notre Dame in 3 years, three
Yeah,
years plus a game.
but all I'm saying is them interviewing him does not take McCarthy out of it. I still
No,
think McCarthy gets that job. And my hot take is that I've heard everything about Ben Johnson. I've heard the case for Deion Sanders. I legitimately think that what is it? John Gruden is the next coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You're hearing it here. That's my hot take.